Hi, my name is Alyssa Silva, and I will be discussing proper speech in a workplace environment. Proper speech in a workplace is very critical on the road to success. I myself take pride in leading employees down the right path. I also enjoy being there for my employees when they are in tough situations. As a leader, it is important to be a role model for those around you. For proper speech, you must be believable, trustworthy, and professional. The factors that contribute to proper speech in a workplace environment include organization, verbal communication, nonverbal communication, and perception. To begin, Pearson states that organizational communication is the way in which groups of people both maintain structure and order through their symbolic interactions and allow individual actors the freedom to accomplish their goals. Structure is key in any task you complete in life. Your audience will not be able to understand you or what goal you are trying to accomplish without structure. An unstructured speech is like listening to a story with the beginning, middle, and end out of order. The best way to give your speech structure is to create an outline with a main point, key points, and evidence proving why your points connect to the main idea. Stay in order and put your weakest point at the beginning. Finishing with the strongest point gives your speech a memorable finish. Working in this order builds interest, allows the audience to understand what you're trying to say, and makes for a well-organized speech. Next, verbal communication is the use of sounds and words to express yourself. This is a very broad factor, but is still quite important. Verbal communication is taking your thoughts and feelings and translating them into words. The words must be understandable by not only yourself, but by others. It is vital to know what you're trying to say and knowing the most reliable way to say it. This includes knowing the correct techniques when speaking to an audience. The correct pattern of speech depends on the audience. When speaking to employees, you're in a professional speaking situation. Listen, you're not their friend. You're not there to please them or cater to their needs. It is a parent-child type situation. You tell them what to do, and they're supposed to do it. I'm not saying that you're not allowed to be friends with your coworkers, but you do need to watch your tone and figure of speech. Also, yes, this may seem like a dictatorship, not a democracy, but don't get power hungry. Profanity is never permitted. There should never be a time when you are casually talking with an employee and something inappropriate slips out. You must always be seen as a person of authority that should be respected. As I have stated before, Dr. John R. Edlund states that in our society, logic and rationality are highly valued, and this type of persuasive strategy is usually privileged over appeals to the character of the speaker or to the emotions of the audience. However, formal logic and scientific reasoning are usually not appropriate for general audiences, so we must rely on a more rhetorical type of reasoning. Profanity and inappropriate language lessens respect. Keep speech professional at all times. Also, nonverbal communication has been defined as communication without words. It includes apparent behaviors such as facial expressions, through your eyes, touching, tone of voice, as well as less obvious messages such as dress, posture, and spatial distance between two or more people. I think that nonverbal should be the next factor because it follows verbal communication. It is one thing to say something. It is another to show feeling and sentiment to the topic. A simple facial expression or hand gesture can say more than 1,000 words can. As an employer, you must be able to communicate through your actions. A hardworking boss creates hardworking employees. Just like you should always speak professionally, you should always act professionally as well, because you don't want to be a lazy boss that creates lazy employees. Lastly, perception is the biggest factor in my opinion. It is the overall outlook of all the factors. It shows how you and others interpret your speech. It gives you insight and lets you know what you need to work on as a performer. It is important to see how your audience interpreted your speech. Was it positive? Was it negative? Take this information and transform your speech every time. That way, it constantly is evolving, and the perception is more and more positive until your goal is made crystal clear to the audience. Proper speech in a workplace is important. The overview of organization, verbal communication, nonverbal communication, and perception are key points to achieving this type of proper speech. Thank you.